Hey guys, it's Chris here from Chris's Creative Life, and I design workshops that help you create beautiful projects from start to finish. And look what I got this weekend. So in the description of my video, I explained why this one happens to be super exciting. So my April 2026 paper pumpkin has arrived, and we're going to unbox it. I'm going to assemble a set of cards, and we're going to talk a little bit about paper pumpkin. So the reason this one in particular happens to be exciting is because it's the first international paper pumpkin. So it's being delivered internationally now. Up until this month, you could only get it in North America. So I know lots of people that are super excited about it. So you probably have seen like sneak peeks and all of those things all over online, because if you were at a different on stage than the one I was at, so I was at the North American on stage, and so we didn't get paper pumpkin because we get paper pumpkin. We have the ability to order it, but everybody else in the other two locations, the South Pacific and Europe, got their paper pumpkin kit because it was their first one, and everybody was like super excited. And from the standpoint of even me, who could get it before, it's exciting because it always feels kind of bad when you have something that nobody else can get, right? Just due to circumstances. So I gather this was a long time coming, but it's super exciting. So this is, let's see if I can do these in the correct order. Nope. Well, we'll talk about this first. So with every quarter, Stampin' Up! Creates a coordinating product that coordinates with the 3 kits for that quarter. So this is a look at the add-on right now for this quarter, and it's called Wonderful Scenes Dies. And actually I didn't grab that before I went live, but I do have it behind me if we need to pull it out. But this is a look at the kit that I'm going to assemble today. And the fun thing also, not only the fact that it's like an the first international kit, it also coordinates with products coming up in the May to September catalog. And I thought, like, when they do that, it's always like super fun, a little bit different. So that was similar to like the Easter kit. The Easter kit had a coordinating collection from the last catalog. So that's kind of fun. So like I said, I'm going to assemble one set of the April 2026. But right now, if you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, this is the May kit. So this is the next one. It's called Sparkling Celebrations. And my little cheat sheet says, so the subscription period right now is open. So it's from April 11th to May the 10th. And this would be your first kit that you would be getting. So create bold celebratory cards, perfect for invitations, congratulations, and special occasions. Makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, with 9 coordinating envelopes, pre-cut paper pieces with silver foil, gem embellishments, and then it says the colors that it coordinates with. Okay. But now I'm going to add my desk in here, and we're going to open up my box, and let's get started. Okay. We're going to have to see if we need more light or not. But this, like I said, is my box. It comes shrink wrapped, and right, it says Lakeside Retreat. So like I said, mine showed up yesterday, which was Sunday. So, I have other stuff on my desk here that I was going to show you. So, like I said, these are the 3 next collections. So this is the one we're doing right now. This is the May one. And then this is the June one, bikes and blooms. So I'm assuming it's going to be bicycles, etc. So if you have any questions about Paper Pumpkin, feel free to ask. And then I did bring out this because, right, this one coordinates with product from here. I cannot show you the inside of the catalog yet, but it's a good one. So, of course, I said it's shrink wrapped, and they made it like super hard for me to get into this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is, I don't know if I've actually even brought the Next Idea book onto camera yet. I have talked about it. So it's from May to August 2026. And you guys, it is a very good one. I'm just going to say that. Like I said, I can't share anything inside yet, but I obviously have some things in the works. So I did look at my cheat sheet to see what the ink spot color was. And so I'll use my full size one though. So in the Lakeside Retreat, it's one of the new colors, which is called Peaceful Pine. So like I said, I do have my large one, so I'm going to use it. So it's one of the new one is one of the first of the magnetic ink pads. So the steps on, oh, you know what? We'll wait until we open the instructions because then you can actually see it on the black and white. So as always, we have our tissue paper, and then our kit is inside. So I'll just move this to the side. And as lots of you know, I am part of a group that does do alternate projects for Paper Pumpkin. So there are 12 of us. I actually think it's about to be 13. And so if you're a subscriber under me, you automatically get it once your kit, once the PDF is ready to go. And if you can't subscribe under me and are interested, it is in my PDF shop. So it's funny because everywhere else got these on stage, I feel like I've demoed it before almost, but I have not. So as always, we have our little page. There's chipboard in there to keep everything from getting bent. I'm still working on my webcam issue, so I'm just going to try and not do too many quick actions. So there is a set of directions. So directions April 2026, Lakeside Retreat. And so they always do the pieces that we need to pull. So we'll do that first, and then we'll do the assembly part. But the nice part always, is that it is picture friendly. So you can assemble everything just looking at the pictures. So here is what our stamp set looks like. So thanks, happy birthday. There's some bulrushes, a little, oh, that's cute. It's like a little rope. Some seagulls, dad, son, you are an inspiration, you're a lifesaver, older, wiser, better. And then, so we have 9 cards and 9 envelopes. Our coordinates, Stampin' Up! Colors are Azure Afternoon, Balmy Blue, Cajun Craze, Crisp Cantaloupe, which is another sneak peek at one of the new in colors. Gray Granite, Misty Moonlight, Old Olive, Peaceful Pine, Pecan Pie, Pool Party, Soft Seafoam, and Very Vanilla. There's lots of colors in here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, is I always want to just assemble at least one set. Okay, so here's our pile of stuff. So we have tear and tape. I will use adhesive though, right? Then we have an embellishment. And I'm assuming these are supposed to look like little pebbles. We also have dimensionals in here. But so there's the pebbles, and there's like a longer one and a more round one. So we're going to need those. Our dimensionals. We're going to see if more light helps. But okay, so all the envelopes are the same. So there's like, they're beautiful actually. So it's like a sky, and it's on both sides of the envelope. I love some of the fun decorative envelopes. Like, wouldn't you just love to get that in the mail? Okay, so I'll set those aside because we don't need our envelopes right now. Okay, so typically I just kind of work through my pile, and I'm just going to use this as a reference. So this is for card number 2. This is our card base for card number 1. Oh, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So that's our card base. Here's our card base for card number 3. Make sure to say hello when you guys pop on. Okay, these I'm going to do in a second. I'm just going to get my third card base here because it's a little bit easier for me to make my piles all at the same time. So there we go, card number 2. Okay, so we've got our bases all ready to go. So let's look at this. So this is one, we need one of these for card number 1. And one of these for card number 2. And one of these for card number 3. And so you'll see too, right, once you can see the product in the catalog, how everything coordinates. But it is, the Lakeside Retreat collection is a super fun collection. And I feel like kind of you can go outdoors anywhere, right? So, okay, so this is for card number 3. And so is the life jacket and the oars. And you guys are always asking for more masculine cards. So I think this one should satisfy that request. Okay, so the bicycle is for number 2. And it's kind of neat too, right, that they're not all just like lake themed. Like obviously there's the pier. This would be more like beach-like. And then this is like deep in the outdoors. We'll do the little fish for over there. This piece is for our beach scene. Then we have a piece of wood for this one, and then our plaid. So it's interesting because they did change who they're sending Paper Pumpkin with, and so mine does take a little bit longer than some other people, or than it used to. So that's interesting. Okay, so there we go for that one. Here we go for this one. You gotta love how like intricate the laser cuts are on, like, for example, this circle here, right? Just beautiful. Okay, and then the last thing are these pieces. These must be for our sentiments. And okay, one is smaller and one is bigger. So I think that's for that one. And then this just looks bigger. And then for this one, there's like a rounded one. And you gotta love that you've got extra pieces in case you make a mistake. Or like in my case, if I'm making alternates, right? And it still matches, right? Because sometimes if you were to go to grab like a white, you might not, it might not match perfectly. Okay, so I'll keep one of these out. It's weird. It like literally got dark as soon as I started to do my video, of course. Okay, so we're going to start with card number 1. Okay, so we need Happy Father's Day and the little rope, the bulrushes, and when you get your first paper pumpkin, you get a paper pumpkin block. So if you don't have blocks, you can use that one. Okay, so here we go. Oh, and we need a, wow, that's tiny print. You are an inspiration. Here we go. Sometimes I go out of order. You guys do know this. It generally bites me in the bum, but that's okay. So look how easy these are. So they're exactly the same as our old Close to My Heart ones, except for they have like the stickers on the bottom with the names, right? And this nice tray, which I love for like not watercoloring, but coloring with your ink, all those fun things. So if you have missed the old magnetic pads, you are in luck. So this year though, there will only be the 5 new ink colors will be converted, and then slowly they'll convert them over, but you don't have to worry about like getting them all at once or anything like that. Okay, so let's do the sign now. So Happy Father's Day. Oops. And obviously you can change them out, right? If you don't need like more than one Father's Day card. Some people do, right? So we're going to put the little rope detail at the top. And at the bottom. Okay, so now, oh, we're stamping on the card base. Fun. So we're going to do the seagulls up in the sky. brushes. I actually think I'll try stamping this first, just to make sure. There we go. So this is going down here in this corner, just to kind of add another texture in there, just kind of a different layer, right? Okay, so let's close that up. Let's work on some adhesive here. So we need our dimensionals. And you know me, I always crack them to get them going. And I'll just use my take your pick to get the first one out, or the first couple that are sometimes a little bit harder to get out. But so these are kind of, they're perfect for a great way to like learn to card make, or if like you just want kind of a little bit of a nice stash of a variety of cards. It kind of exposes you to like little bits at a time. And you don't need anything, right? If you can like literally open up your box and start creating. Because like I said, your first one does come with your block. So even if you don't have anything, you can start and get going. Okay, so 2 on here. You know me, sometimes I can't like look at pictures and talk all at the same time. Okay, so 2 on there. We'll do a little adhesive on there before we add it down. This is flat. So let's do this first. So I just wanted to give like the card base a second to dry. There we go. And when we flip this over, we're going to add some adhesive on this side and dimensionals on the other. I love this plaid. I'm a sucker for a good plaid, that's for sure. Okay, so we'll add our plaid piece first. Okay, and then let's do this piece, a little sign. And I just need to leave enough room to add a couple of pebbles down here at the bottom. Okay, and then for this, we need to add dimensionals onto it. So if you were somewhere else and got the new paper pumpkin, I would love to hear. I heard it was very exciting in those rooms when it got announced, because I don't know that anybody was really expecting that, right? Like on stage can be exciting, and then because you never know what's going to come. So if you don't know what that is, that's like our demonstrator event. So it's demonstrators only, and it was in March, and I went to Long Beach, and then there was a European one also, and these are on the wrong side, so we're going to see if we can move them over. Okay, no. There we go. And so now all we need is our stones. So we have 2 long flat ones. So I'm going to do one here and one over here, the bottom of the bulrushes, and then 2, 3 rounder ones. There we go. So super pretty, or handsome, I guess, because it is kind of like a masculine card, right? So there we go. Card number 1 done. So now we can move on to card number 2. So this one's going to be a birthday card. So I put the brown circle in the wrong pile. That's okay. Here we go. Okay, so we need happy birthday. And the bulrushes, so let's do those first. So one down here. And one over here. And we still have our seagulls on here. And how fun is it that it's a new ink spot in this kit, right? Okay, so now we'll stamp our happy birthday. Okay, and then we need our little label here and our older, wiser, better. And we'll just add it to this block. There we go. Okay, so we can fold our card base. And this is dimensionals. Oh, so pretty. I like that. Now that we've got our dimensionals going, don't really need my Take Your Pick tool. Like, this card base is so pretty in real life. It's too bad that you can't make things look as good on camera as they do in real life. Holy smokes. That dimensional was stuck good there on my finger. You know, it's like when you see something in print, right? It's really not the same, or like on your computer screen, it's never the same. When people do like, sometimes when people do their first workshop, they're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe how much better it looks in real life. I'm like, yeah, I wish you could just make it look as good. No matter what, it's not the same thing. So there we go. And this is going to go, I'm going to do this first. Oh, it goes under. So, no, we will add this first. There we go. I'm assuming, yeah, the bicycle is on dimensionals. And let's do this. This doesn't seem flat. It's crazy because when you actually think about it, so anybody that was at one of the other on stages and got their kit, they've had it for, I think, almost, or maybe even longer, a month, which is so funny because mine just got here today. So I'm sure lots of people are having so much fun with their first kits. So I think I've been doing it ever since since I switched over. Holy smokes, these dimensionals are sticky today. I have not missed one. And then obviously doing the alternatives has been like lots of fun. I love seeing how different people interpret like the same elements. That's always super interesting to me. So these are just some random stones underneath the bicycle. Hopefully nobody falls over. There we go. Card number 2 done. And then the last one. So this one, we have our pieces here. And so they have stamped the bulrushes like down like this. So I just kind of need the placement. So I'll put that circle back there. So we'll try like about there. And about here. And we'll do the thanks, Dad. Actually, I'm going to do a second happy birthday instead. Because it just makes more sense for me, right? So you can always adapt them too, like depending on what you need. So the little ropes. Okay, so, oh, and then we need the Your Lifesaver. And we'll add onto this block. And we want it kind of over. Oh, you're an inspiration. That's not what I want. I want to flip it over. And now I have green ink all over me. Let's just clean that off. Here we go. We'll go about there. Okay. So we're going to add this on here flat. Like I said, the detail is just so impressive that they can do for these kits. And this is going on here flat. tape at the top, dimensionals at the bottom. We need dimensionals on the circle. Make sure you get your seam going the right direction. That's important. And I'm just going to center it. And I think we did okay with the placement for our bulrushes. Okay, so I'm going to do this first. Kind of right there. And our little happy birthday is just going to get tucked underneath. And there are no pebbles on this one. Right, this is our Lakeside one. There we go. There we go. I was concentrating so hard on getting those in the right spot. Okay, I just need to, we're going to add a little glue dot here to hold this one down because I picked it up. Because I needed to just move it up a little bit. So there we go. That solves that problem. Okay, so let's put our oars on. I'm actually going to add just a glue dot at the top of each, but you can always use your turn tape, right? Like one there. Oh, cute. Okay, there we go. Let's move some of this stuff out of the way. So here are the 3 April cards. So happy Father's Day. Happy birthday. And then, like I said, I did a second happy birthday versus a thank you card. But so that's super fun. It was fun to unbox and create the April paper pumpkin with you. Oops. But don't forget, we'll leave that up right now. Don't forget that if you're interested in subscribing, if you join as of today, which today is May, it's April. It's April the 20th. So from now until from today, or from April 11th when it started until May the 10th, you are registering for the May paper pumpkin kit, which is this one. Which is the one that's on the screen, and apparently I can't point to because my camera is backwards. So it's Sparkling Celebrations. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, and we'll talk to you later, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.